Hey, what's up, guys? Friday here, and welcome to my first EQ Next Landmark video. This is going to be my introduction to the game for you guys. it's there really isn't too much to show yet, so this is basically I want this to be a realist approach to what you can expect from EQ Next Landmark, or really any alpha. But obviously specifically this game since we're in it. But a lot of people have seen videos of Landmark and actual Everquest Next, and they're probably really excited for some of the really cool things that are going to be released. But this is alpha, and right now there isn't all that fancy, super awesome stuff. Only a tiny portion of it's here so far, and it is an alpha, so things are buggy. This is in no way a video where I'm trolling the game or getting down on it because things aren't working right. I'm a realist here. This is an alpha build of the game, and things are going to be messed up. But this is also just a honest take on if you guys are interested in buying a founders pack to get into the alpha, which I believe it's either $60 or on the high end $100. This will give you guys a snapshot of what you can expect should you spend that money on the game right now. And with the asterisks, with that being said, for basically this whole video, this is an alpha, and things will be changing every day. Things will being taken away. Things are be fixed. Things will be added. So, just if you're looking to buy like right now, which is February 3rd, this is the current state of the game, and I want to just give you a snapshot to see if it's going to be anything that interests you. Okay, with that being said, let's look at where you start. This is where everyone starts. This is the Wizard Spire, which is classic to the EverQuest world of Norath. Wizard Spires look like this. These are where you come to port around, and you have the big stone here in the middle. This is how you go from tier to tier and server to server if you want to do it from within the game. What you do is, I didn't know this. I found out through my friend Nanania because there's nothing really here that tells you to do this. But you walk up to this stone, make sure you're kind of underneath of it, and you click it. So this is how you could change servers if you wanted to. You can pick which server you want to go to, and then which island and which tier of that island you want to go to. So I'm still in tier 1, so anywhere I go needs to be tier 1 for the proper resources. And resources for this just being minerals and minerals and gems. Trees are the same in every zone so far, I believe. But yeah, so I'm still tier 1, but once I get past the tier 1 resources, then I would need to move on to tier 2 islands and zones. And this is where you change it. So walk up to the stone, left click it, little menu pops up. Click the server, click the island you want to go to, the continent at the ley line station here, and then go, and it will transport you. So let's say you're just starting out. Obviously, I have some things that I've done to my character. Just really, only thing I really did was put on my founder's items and my clothes. Not really too much. And just to look at the inventory, you start off as a founder. You're going to get your founder's pickaxe, which is better than the regular pickaxe. Better than the regular axe. So it's definitely worth putting on right away. Like this is the founder's pickaxe, and this is the one you would start with. So 45, 30, 50, and we're at 80, 65, 70. So quite a big upgrade from that. And then this is 35, 55, and once again this is 80 and 70. So it's better for both starting out. But the second pick, I believe the bronze pick, is better than the founder's pick, but I'm still using my founder's pick for the axe. You also have some starting items here. Ring of Bounty, plus 10 harvest bonus, and you have this, mousing over it. It's not working. Oh, the Mastercraft Racer, plus 10 to crafting. So, I have... I thought I had this equipped. I guess I did not. This is still not equipping things like the way it should be. Like that's in my inventory. It should stay there. And if you want to change clothes, you start off with, like, I think 3 outfits. Let me see. Yeah, or maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have on currently. Which one do I have? Did I have on? I had on this regalia, I think. Yeah, so that's the regalia. You saw the tech sergeant, noble regalia, the cape, pretty cool looking. Then you have tech commander, which kind of futuristic looking. The tech sergeant, like I just showed you before. And I like this courtier's regalia. I like that one. Oh, cancel. All right. And then you also start off with a claim pack. And once you have a claim, has some stuff in it, which we're going to talk more about claims in a second here. This has things for your claim. This is your claim flag. Everyone starts off with one of these. I have some dirt spilling over into my regular inventory here. So I have a lot of dirt, I guess. I have multiple of these founders pickaxes now because of just the servers going down and then replacing items. A few things I crafted. I have a stone forge. And I don't know where that item went. I just dragged over there. But I have a reinforced saw table and a stone forge for my claim once I'm able to set one up. So, on the claims, and I have a couple more things. I have my Trailblazer flag. That's something you get for buying a Trailblazer package. And then a Void Vault. This is a vault you can put things in. It's basically storage. I believe the voids, you can have multiples. And this way your inventory is accessible no matter where you have these little void portals. And I think that's pretty much it for items. Oh, and this some of the building tools, the add tool. I'm not using any of these yet because I don't have a claim. So real quick, we'll talk about the claim situation. So I have my claim flag assigned to slot 6, and we're gonna. This is a brief overview. This is a brief overview for right now because the claim situation is just stupid. So basically, all these little white boxes are claims. And as you can see, the whole world is basically filled to the brim. It's nearly impossible to grab a claim right now on any island, on any server, or either server rather, and in any tier. I guess they had a lot more people join the beta than they had anticipated, and the claims have filled up. So this is it doesn't affect too much, but it's an inconvenience because if you want to progress without a claim, you have to go to someone else's claim, which let me see if we can see one around here that actually has the stuff we need. Because you can't just, like my crafting tools, like my anvil and stuff, I have to set these down on my claim. And since I don't have one, I can't set them down. And you need the saw stuff, and you need to use the anvil. There's things that you need to put in your claim that you can't, you don't have available to you here at the free-for-all crafting area. But like, I think right here you can basically, you can smelt and make bars and a couple other things. But if you need the saw wood and a number of other things, you have to set up the equipment on your claim. Like here's someone's claim here. They're digging it out. Looks like it. And then here's a close by claim. So I'll show you kind of the downside to not having your own claim. You have to go find someone else's equipment to use. So if I need to saw something, since I don't have my own claim to have my own saw, I have to come over here and use this guy's saw to make anything that I need. And what is yeah, if I want to make some burled wood planks, which are something that I need, I have to come over and use this guy's saw table. Can't do it on my own, and you know it's what I mean. It's an inconvenience a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but you currently the way the claim situation is right now, you can't have your own claim, and you can't like progress completely in your own little area. And the other downside of not having your own claim is you can't build anything. At least I'm pretty sure you can't build anything. You have to build on your own claim. So if I want to, I can't even try out the build tools right now, which is kind of a bummer. So I'm just basically skilling up, not skilling up, but I'm upgrading my resource gathering tools through the tiers the best I can, so I can, once I can get a claim, I will be able to, you know, I will be maxed out as far as gathering resources and crafting goes. As you can see, someone built a little fort here, just to go check it out real quick. You know, I'd like to build something like this maybe, but I can't. And you know, yeah, here we are. This guy's little fort he built. Now these people got lucky and snagged a claim right away, like right nearby the Wizard Spire, which is awesome for them, the ley line station, because this being the ley line station being a hub, it's really nice to have your claim nearby, because whenever you want to go to your claim, you can just boop teleport to whatever island this is. We're on, actually, let me see if I can show you so you can see it the best, and maybe via the map. Let me see. Let me drag it out here. The top left, you can see letters. Let me move it over some darkness, maybe. You're right here. You can see Landmark Alpha. We're in Server Courage, and we're in Island Basin Tier 1. So when you want to come back and visit your claim, you port to Basin Tier 1, and then boom, you have your claim right here to go to and do your crafting and whatnot. Okay, so basically, like I said, the claim situation, it's ridiculous. So if you're looking to get in the game, and there's some alpha action happening, that's just some alpha bugginess. Don't mind that. Alpha. Yeah, if you're looking to get right into the game and snag up a claim, current state, it's going to be very difficult. People have talked about spending hours yesterday and or today to just basically, I'll show you what they're doing. They're hitting their claim flag. Actually, hit escape. They're hitting auto run, which is numlock. Then they're activating their claim flag, which this brings up this situation here, and they're basically just auto running around and scanning back and forth, moving their claim stake wherever they can to see if it happens to land in some kind of a greenlit zone so they can plant it. And I don't know about you, but I don't got time for that. Ain't no one got time for that. So what myself and a good amount of people are going to be forced to do is just to, like I said, you're going to have to rely a little bit on other people's tools and whatnot to progress your resources. So I'm actually a little stuck here to dig through this, and I wanted to see what mineral this was and see if I can actually gather it. Might be tin. I don't know what this is. I know I have an upgraded pick, so maybe I can mine whatever this is, and I can. Nope. I have my resource rating is too low, so I need to get the better pick, and I can mine whatever this is. Couldn't tell you what that is. Maybe like tungsten, possibly cobalt. I don't know. I don't even know if cobalt's in the game, but as you can see, when you mine stuff, there's basically just nodes in the ground, so like a turd of some kind of mineral. Okay, with that, oh, tree went boom, kaboom. I'm actually going to annotate a link to a video Nanania made for these trees. It's really funny because they blow up. Okay, so let's go back to the spire real quick, and we're hit auto run. We're auto running, and if you hold down shift, you can sprint a little bit more. As you're just doing regular running, I don't think you do too much of the dynamic movement. But if you hold down shift, you start doing more dynamic movements, and you'll, do things like that, do flips as you're sprinting. I guess we could do a brief overview of the controls. There's not really too much to it. They don't have a good tutorial yet, so just the controls that I know. Obviously, you have your left click cursor here to interact with things. Currently, you don't have any interaction with other players. When you do want to mine a resource or cut down a tree, you select whichever tool, and then you have this you have a blue rectangle around your mouse pointer for something you can gather or cut down. And as you get into the rectangle turning red, means you're too far away from that said thing to actually gather it. So this beginning area, they default made it so you cannot mine or dig here, because this is a spawning area and people were spawning into caverns that people dug. So yeah, that wasn't, that was kind of stupid to zone in and then be stuck in a cavern. So, all right, coming back here, the things you're going to need to do when you first start is you're going to have to mine minerals. First, you're going to need I believe, a stone pick. Let me see. Actually, we got to look at the copper pick first. Copper pick is the one you need to make the bronze pick. So, okay, you don't need a stone pick. So to make this, you're going to need copper, plain wood logs, and elemental copper, which you get from the same copper node that you'll be mining. And then for the bronze pick, you're going to need a copper pick, and then some tourmaline, some more logs, some tin, which you find right with copper, elemental tin, which you also find with copper, and then burled wood planks, which you, as you're chopping trees, you'll get burled chunks by default. You'll just get those. So the first things you're going to be doing is trying to upgrade your pick. Your axe, I don't believe you need. Yeah, your axe is better than the copper axe, so you don't need to worry about axes yet. Accessories, a lightstone, that's for down the road. But here's the things you need for that. I can't mine that yet. Grappling hook, I'm not worried about that yet. But the things you're going to need to get going are, let me see. You're going to need the crafting stations here. So you're going to need to make it. You're going to need to make a stone forge. So you need more copper. Stone, which you get easy. You're going to need a copper reinforced saw table tat, which I have and I can't use, and you need more tin and copper. And a marble forge, which you're going to need, which I don't have this stuff yet. You're going to need iron, tungsten, and elemental tungsten. So those are some of the minerals you're going to be looking for. The building tools are actually starting you with these. You're going to have you don't have to make these as of right now, but eventually you will. You will have to craft all these. But for now, your mission is copper. So you can already see nodes everywhere. They make the copper very bright orange, so it just pops right in your face. You can't mine this stuff that's too close, like I said, just because what they recently did. Like if you try to mine this stuff that's super close, you're not going to be able to. You have to get to, I think. See this white outline? Let me back up. Just saw it. And come back. Basically, once you get a couple hundred yards away, you can start mining it. So as you can see, we have orange nodes everywhere. The other way to look at your mining situation would be to come in here and to see it easier, uncheck that so you don't see all the claims. And as you can see, the orange is copper, the blue might be tungsten, I'm not sure. This purple, I think, is that tourmaline. And yeah, you can see it's all over the place. So basically go in any direction. And also wherever there's green, that means there's trees there. So you're going to have minerals and trees. So you can gather both. So yeah, you are going to just go ahead and start running towards some of those minerals that we need to gather. Pretty much just, yeah. You have your, I guess we'll talk about some more of the controls as we're going over there. So I probably should have done the controls at the beginning, but that's okay. So obviously, if you played WoW or anything, there's a lot of similarities. The mouse wheel in most games will scroll the camera in and out. The mouse wheel will not scroll the camera in and out unless you hold down Shift, and then it'll scroll the camera in and out. And then once you're out, you can left click and hold down left click to rotate the camera and do all that kind of fancy stuff. Right click actually, when you hold it down, actually spins the camera on its axis, so it can actually turn you and stuff if you're auto running. Just fell in someone's hole. And that's kind of it for the controls. I mean, you have your to start mining. Like I said, you have to select your pick. You get your little blue reticle around your mouse pointer, and you go to town. Now, as you can see, as you're going down here, you're you're clearing away the orange copper and you're getting into dirt. So as I'm going, I want to if I'm aiming at this right here, I'm getting stone and dirt. That's not really what you want, so you want to aim for the good stuff. And I'm sure a lot of you have played Minecraft or Terraria or something like that, and it's as far as I know, it's very similar to those games. The only one I've played is Starbound, where I've done any kind of mining, and I've been told that's pretty much just like Terraria. So you just pick away at the good stuff, the stuff you want, the stuff you don't need. I mean, if you want a whole bunch of dirt and a whole bunch of stone, have at it. I've accumulated 91,000 stone. So whenever it comes time for me to build a structure, and you see we're getting into some tin. Tin is usually paired up inside the copper nodes. So if you dig a little bit more around, sometimes you'll find some extra tin. If not, it means it's tapped out. Like we're getting some more tin. So that's kind of that silver I'm seeing. Sometimes you'll find coal, which I don't know what you use it for yet. But yeah, so that's mining in a nutshell. People so far, there's been a ton of people who have attempted to dig to different tiers of the world. Currently, if you dig straight down, like you look down like this and you just, you know, leave your mouse digging, you'll just end up into nothingness, and you'll have to. Oh man, this guy came in and snaked my node. That's right. I'll dig right here. What happens is if you get stuck down in the world, I'll just do a quick little example. So say you're stuck underneath the world, you hit escape, and you have reset the ground, and it'll pop you back on top of the world. So that's kind of nice. This is alpha, and people, you may fall through the ground anyways. I've had it happen a few times where I just fell through some terrain and had to hit escape and reset the ground and pop me back on top. So if you do want to dig till through the world, have at it. Worst case scenario, the server will either just end up crashing because you'll be doing it for so long and not getting anywhere and just getting a bunch of stone, or worst case scenario, or best case scenario, you just hit reset the ground and go back up to the top. So as we're running towards where the minerals preside, definitely use your sprint. There's no fatigue bar, so I think you can sprint as long as you want. I'll have to test that. There's currently no like always sprint, but this is the beginnings of the game right now. This is basically what you're doing. You're mining and then going back to the crafting area to go ahead and craft better gathering tools, so you can gather the tungstens and the irons, and then further on to like silver and gold and amethyst and gems and whatnot. So, and as you progress, like I said before, you're going to have to switch tiers, your island tiers. So once we get everything we can do in this tier 1 zone, we're going to have to go to a tier 2 zone to get those better minerals and gems and whatnot. So let me see. Probably missed a little bit right there. Give me that. No? That was a little copper. Okay. Oh, I think I see more tin. Yeah, see that silver? That's going to be tin. So we'll get that. Because we could always use more tin at this point. But I never thought I mean, granted, I barely got to play on Saturday because the servers were packed and I couldn't get on. And when I could get on in the morning, I had to go do stuff. So I got to play a little bit yesterday, and then today's been the first time I've really been able to spend some time on it. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, for just gathering resources and stuff and mining, I'm enjoying it. I mean, the graphics are they're not even optimized yet, and they still look amazing. I love the way it looks. The voxels just to, I mean, just like I mean, I'm shaping like that one area, and it's affecting that one area in the center of my reticle like super accurately. Um, I've dug tunnels already, like through a hillside just to see if I could do it, and made a tunnel. I think it's cool, and I can't wait to see where they go with these voxels. They're definitely more graphically intensive. Well, at least for now. I know the game isn't being an alpha. It's more than likely nowhere near as optimized as it's going to be. As you guys know, I have a decent computer, 3770K chip and a GTX 780, and recording with DxTory right now, I'm dropping to almost under 30 frames at points. So there's definitely some optimization that needs to be done graphics wise, but it's alpha, so that those things will come. So right now I'm doing the sprint thing to see if I get much more movement speed, and it's kind of hard to tell as I'm running uphill. But I'm pretty sure you can sprint as long as you want. You can see a bunch of claims here. Now we're getting into the green wooded areas like I was telling you guys about, just because I want you to see some tree action as we dive down the hill. I know currently there's no fall damage, or well, you can't die at all at this point. You're just you're an invincible resource gatherer and crafter. So to effectively cut down trees, you need to put on an axe or you put on your founder's pick. And for us, since we don't have a better axe yet, we're using our founder's pick. So to cut a tree down, you simply hover your mouse over it, and you'll see the cursor change to the axe. And just like mining, you click and hold down your left mouse button, and you'll see a progress bar appear above the tree, and you start chopping away. So I'm going to zoom out so you guys can get this. The voxels bring in some interesting physics. Apparently, in a voxel world, when you chop a tree down, the tree doesn't fall down. It literally explodes like a bomb. Boom! It's a little bit of a delayed reaction too. That last swing apparently lights a fuse inside the tree, and then it explodes. So I don't know if they plan on inputting a real timber tree down kind of thing. I'm honestly okay with the explosion just because it's a video game, and shit doesn't have to be real. They can make trees that explode. So you're gonna need to chop down a lot of wood. Like I could literally probably chop wood for a couple hours and then still need to chop more wood. So for right now, definitely when you come across trees and you're gonna need to probably chop them down. The bigger the tree, the bigger the explosion. Now, some of the biggest trees, like maybe this size here, we might not be able to actually cut it. Sometimes you have to jump up to a skinnier part of the tree, like I'm trying to do here, to actually cut into it, and it's not working. So I don't know if you get a different tool to harvest a bigger tree, but for now, some of the biggest trees you cannot target. Like this one, this seems to be about the biggest you can target. This one here, and as you see, as you're just digging, you'll get the burled wood. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Big tree, little tree. It's kind of funny. For you getting burled wood. For those of you that don't know what a burl is, and the funny thing is none of these trees have burls. A burl is basically a giant pimple that grows out of a tree, grows out of the tree's bark. Like this, that's barely a burl. That looks like it was more like an old trunk, like a branch that they cut off. A burl literally looks like a pimple. And interesting things about burls is they have kind of unique patterns compared to the actual trunk. And in some instances, in the case of, say, here in the States, you have the American redwoods and or sequoia trees. I found this out through some friends at random, but obviously redwoods are protected. If anyone can harvest them, God knows who. I don't know who can or how they go about doing it, but I'm pretty sure even on like the most protected redwoods, you're allowed to cut off the burls because I guess maybe the burls have a short growth rate, maybe either that or you can harvest the burl and it doesn't hurt the tree. But you can literally buy, you can pay like $2,000 and get a redwood burl sent to you and cut up in planks. I have friends that have done that just to use the wood for some woodworking projects where the redwood, I guess, is one of the finest woods to make like plaques and stuff. So, yeah, interesting fact about burls and how you're cutting them off these trees, but yet they're not there. Even the little trees, well, obviously, if you didn't notice yet, the bigger the tree, the longer it takes to cut down. Kaboom! The little trees, less swings. What is that? 5, 6 swings. And they sometimes don't blow up. Sometimes they just disappear like that one did. Maybe and there's a little, someone's hitting right there, but they're not there. These little like palm-looking trees. If sometimes the bigger ones will explode, but most of them just disappear for me. Currently, you can't harvest any other plants. Like if you want to dig right here, trying to dig up this flower, you're just going to dig up the ground around it, and the flower will just kind of start floating. So you can see that. You can't get the flower. Nothing to do with any kind of herbalism yet. Straight up trees and minerals, guys. And as you can see from the zoomed out, or the panning view of the world there, you got all kinds of copper veins in that mountain ridge over there. So we're going to put our pick back on and go mine some more. Let me see. Let me hit the map. There's some good stuff right to my left. Go that way. I don't think there's not really any sort of rhyme or reason to this yet. Like this looks like something. Can I mine this yet? I don't know if I can mine this yet. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, no, I can. What is it? Aquamarine. So before I was not able to mine aquamarine, but now that I have my bronze pick, I can mine the aquamarines. So this is a gem. Not exactly sure what they're for, but you know, it's a rarer node, so I'm going to mine it and be happy. Let me see. Am I forgetting anything else? I'm going to zoom in a little bit here on myself. I mean, this is basically I think this is the life of many an EQ Next alpha tester right now. Those of us, there's a whole bunch of us without claims, so you're pretty much just getting resources and going to other people's claims and using their crafting tools to make whatever you can. Now, basically, like I said, you can, as far as going up through the tiers of crafting and gathering tools, you're going to be able to do that. Whether with or without a claim, it's just kind of sucks, you know. But there are some rumblings that they're working on. There's some of the claims are bugged and they're just sitting there, and they're not doing anything. So perhaps those will be getting somehow fixed so they're back in the game to where people can use those spaces and put claims. But for now, it's no big deal. I'm happy enough with doing my Minecraft thing, considering I've never done it, so maybe that's why it's not really bothering me too much. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I need to get into some better minerals here. I'm probably gonna have to, whatever this is, I can't get it. It looks like silver to me. I think I need to be getting, let's look at the map before I go. Get all this stuff. All right. More copper. Maybe I'll dig that up. All right, so I'm probably going to have to be probably over here towards the edge where you have more of this blue, whatever this is, some of that, different colors. Get away from the copper and the tin into the higher level tier 1 stuff. And as you can see, as you keep going over, there's still just, wow, that's, man, I gotta go over there. I'm gonna head over there. Well, I honestly don't, I don't really have, I don't really have too much else to do. I could make this a really long video of just going to mine stuff. I guess I'll do that. It's my first EQ Next video. Why not make it annoyingly long so people hate it? I don't want to, if I figure if I'm going to be doing this, I might as well be doing it with friends, bring them along for the journey. Where's that? Yeah. Where's that in regards to me? Basically, I got to do it 12 o'clock. So we're going to run that way. We'll see if we're heading in the right direction. Oh, numlock for those of you that have never played an MMO is your default auto run key. So numlock's your friend, especially now where there's no kind of fast travel or anything like that. Yeah, look at all that over there, man. We're getting into gonna get into some of that stuff. And looks like I ran into something. Oh, ran into a mountain. And we're in Savage Heart's Claim. Number 1. Now notice it put a number by it. You will be able to have multiple claims. Oh, and in talking about claims, did I mention that I actually had a claim and I lost it? I think I said that. Well, it kind of looked like this. Up there, I had one of these dead trees on top of my claim. It was in the desert, and it was like a little poop looking tree. So I named my claim Poop Tree, and I was very happy with Poop Tree, but then Poop Tree's now gone, and it's sad. But perhaps Poop Tree will live again, and I'll get my claim. I'll get a claim back in the desert with a little Poop Tree on the top. That would be nice. But, yeah, just get some of these aquamarines before we keep on trucking. And these give you the same, pretty sure they give you the same wood and whatnot. I know I've cut some of them down. Pretty sure it's the same stuff. Oh, you get Vile Bloom. I don't think you get those. So you get a little bit of different stuff out of here. Flax. Okay, so these desert trees give you some more stuff. So we'll probably cut more of these down on our way over to this Earthblood. Oh, yeah, okay, so you get different stuff. Burled wood. Same. So you get different stuff from different trees and different biomes. Currently, I think it's just desert and woodland, so to speak. For sprinting, let's see if he runs out of sprint. Not really. Can't cut down cactuses. And if you mouse over and it lights up gold, it means you can cut it down. So we'll cut down this thing. Boop, boop, boop. And I also have plans on live streaming Everquest next. I'm having some internet issues at the moment that are beyond my control, unfortunately. But they will be sorted out soon, and I will be live streaming. Ooh, that looks like something cool. Let's go get that pink stuff. That's either a glitch in the map or it's some kind of gem. Let's go see what that pink stuff is, guys. Yeah, so Yeah, my internet, my upload speed screwed up. So Comcast has to come and do some do some sorcery and hopefully figure out what the problem is, because my upload speed is less than 1 megabit when I'm paying for 12. And I've had those speeds, as a lot of you have seen my live streams in the past. I am fully capable of live streaming, but right now I cannot. I can barely go on a Skype call with Nanania. That's how bad my upload is right now. For some reason, my download's fine. Download is still like 60 megabits, but my upload is completely screwed. And tested it multiple ways. All devices off, through the router, directly through the modem to one computer. Was pretty diagnostic about it. Taking out any variables, and everything resulted in the same really bad upload speed. Oh, what is that pink? I think that's a glitch in the map. It's like a line. All right, maybe we'll head for just head where we were heading to the right. What is that? Oh, it's nothing special. So, all right. Oh, map is glitching. All right, let's keep heading this way. Sprinting so fast. Woo! I'm assuming once the game is maybe not even out of alpha, but there very well could be fall damage added somewhat sooner rather than later. Do you really need any more copper? I don't think. Ooh, is that? No, I thought it was something. Woo! Jump! Aww. Doesn't want to jump. He's a wuss. Yeah, so you can sprint indefinitely as long as you want. I just sometimes forget to hold down shift, because a lot of times I just hit num lock and I'll walk away while he's running to somewhere. Someone's carving out the side of a mountain here for their claim. Wow. Pretty cool looking, huh? Holy moly. Kamola. Oh. Look at all that. Oh, there's a package here. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. I had to go answer the door. Package showed up. Yeah, this person... Kamola. Hey, here's some of that weird stuff. I forget what it's called. Tourmaline. It's pretty. This is I know you can mine that with your founder's pick. So I was doing it with that when I found it before. That one's very rare. I haven't found too much of that one. But when you do find it, you get a lot of it, even from a little node like that. Get a good amount. All right. We're heading to the promised land, right? Is that copper? Looks like copper. Oh, agate. We'll take it. Agate. Some more gems. Sweet. Yeah, so right now landmark is more... It's pretty much gather and craft for the moment. And this phase of alpha, that might be something I need up there. Copper, make sure. Yeah, I don't need too much of that. Let me see what this is. Oh, tin. I will get some tin. So I think I need more of that. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what it's actually like to build something. I can't really say that I don't like building things, but I'm not usually one to play games where I do build things. It's not to say that I don't like it or enjoy it, but what I am saying is there's a chance that maybe I will enjoy it. And we got something here we're getting into. Some good stuff. Yeah, tourmaline. Give me that tourmaline. Yeah. Some more in there? Now, you know, most of the time these nodes are pretty finite. Whereas once you get through them, you can pretty much, you know, if you don't see any trace colors left of it, like that tourmaline, you know, there's no more pinks or reds. That's pretty much tapped out of this node for the moment. Do we see anything else in this hillside? If you need to get a better view, you come to the map. Oh, we can talk about that for a control aspect. In the map here, which is M, mouse wheel zooms in and out. Herp derp. All right, zoom all the way in if you want, and then right click, you start to get the, you could tilt it, get your tilt on. And you can keep, you left click and hold to move around, pan around the map. Right click to tilt. You can go all the way to the edge if you want and see how there's just basically nothing. It looks like there might be layers, but there's not yet. So I'm just going to keep heading this way, which we were going. See if we can chop down this tree. Just because. No, it looks like it's too big. Yeah. Tree is too big. No, that tree's probably too big too. Is that scattered minerals right there? Looks like it might be. What's this blue stuff? It's different colored stone. You see this, right? Seeing this? This baby blue looking stuff? It's like someone else saw it too. It's a different shade of rock. Don't really need that. Let's reclaim here. Doesn't almost look like there might not have been a claim, but there's claims everywhere. Because why would there not be claims everywhere? That's worth looking. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you're inside of a claim, it's hard to tell until you pull out that box. But for now, it's like, basically, if you're in the world, there's a claim there. Because, oh, look at this guy's little setup here. What's his name? Physor. Cole. Cole's claim. Hey, Cole. This more fancy looking rock. Ooh, we can't mine that because we're in Cole's claim, probably. Yeah, I think so. So, yeah, that's how much further are we away from some of this good stuff? Here we get some of these. Now, is this blue? Is this that? Just that colored? Yeah, that's something we need. We need that. This is just blue rock, I think. Well, we'll do a little bit more mining, and then I'm gonna end it. Gotta go to the gym soon. Go to the gym, work out. Ooh, there's some more of that tourmaline. Excessive mining will be something that I will happily do on stream. But for all intents and purposes, for a YouTube video, I think it's extended me mining is a bit boring, and we'll do this just this one time because it's the first EQ Next Landmark video. So, oh, there's someone else barreling through. The tourmaline is tapped out. All right, well, on that note, guys, I'm gonna skirmoosh, get out of here. hopefully this will give you a good idea of what to expect from the alpha right now. Like I said earlier, as almost a disclaimer, the game's an alpha. Expected to change often and a lot, whether it could be both good and bad as far as you're concerned, but this is the current state. And if you are to buy the game, this is kind of, what to expect. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and our first look at the game, and I will talk to you all soon. See ya.